Beba mai. Beba mai.
A report says President Samia Suluhu spoke on the phone with Kenyan President William Ruto and Ugandan President Yoweri Museveni as tension rises in the country. According to Africa Intelligence, Suluhu made the calls on Wednesday night, October 30th, as post-elections unrest threatens to destabilize Tanzania. It's believed she may have asked for support from other East African leaders. Meanwhile, Western embassies have reportedly not been informed of her next steps. Since the elections, police have clashed with the protesters demanding democracy. The opposition claims the government rigged the elections after jailing main opposition leader Tundu Lissu and disqualifying another candidate, which increased Suluhu's chances of winning. Police have used tear gas and live bullets in several cities, including Dar es Salaam, Dodoma, and Mwanza, where roads are blocked and security is tight. Local reports say dozens have died in the protest, but opposition leaders claims the number could be around 700. Some Kenyans were also injured after the unrest spread to the Namanga border. The United Nations Human Rights Office expressed concern over reports that at least 10 people were killed by Tanzanian security forces.
Na kuna mtu kapigwa shaba pale mguuni. Hii kumamake. Hii. Mimi mbona moto ujue shaba. Oh, mfungeni kitambaa. Oh, mbebe tuondoke naye. Oi! Oh, mfungeni kitambaa alipopigwa risasi hapo. Oh, si hatumwachi mtu sisi. Si hatumwachi mtu, nyewe asenge tu. Hii damu zinavujika kumamake hii. Hii.
Human rights monitors
wamemtatua risasi ya tumbo. Mwenzetu kabisa huyu. Wajitahidi. Ni damu zaidi kuzuia. Boda ya Kenya tukiangalia tukitathmini masuala ya human rights violation, maana yake tumepata distress call nyingi sana kuwa kuna watu wana shida huku na hapa na pale, na kufika tu hivi Watanzania waliona shati yangu wakaona imeandikwa Muhuri Muslim for Human Rights, watetezi wake za kibinadamu, wakaanza kutuandama polepole. Tulikuwa na mwandishi mmoja anaitwa Shaban Shoka. Sasa tukafikiri mzamza, mara wakamtukia Shaban, wale walikuwa wamevaa plain cloth, hatujui ni gani, lakini mmoja alijitambulisha kuwa ni usalama wa taifa. Basi sisi, mimi na wenzangu hawa wakereketwa, tukaepa, tukaacha hata gari pale.
And you know what?
The UN urged the government to stop using excessive force, including live ammunition, against protesters. During the elections period, the government also shut down internet and communication services, making it hard for people to report what was happening. Journalists have faced threats, arrests, and censorship. Among them is a Kenyan reporter, Shoka Juma from Nyota TV, who was arrested near the Lunga border while observing civilian movements.
The influence that Kenya may have had in this. At some point, when activists crossed the border into Tanzania, and I remember the administration in Tanzania told them, "Mupeleke hiyo tabia yenu mbaya kwenyu nyumbani." Was that a deluded feeling that Tanzania was immune from this kind of action? And could this just as well be a result of some of the influence that our Tanzanian neighbors have gotten from us in the last few months or so?
Thank you so much, Fred. From that, I can say that the effect itself, where we had a demonstration in Kenya, we participated and also demonstrated on our democratic rights. That is something that the Tanzanians have emulated from Kenya. And that is something that even if you look back to during the World War time, you see the country whom there were close borders, particularly could form alliances at the time, because it brings the history. Why is it that your neighbor, whichever is sided with one ally, then it becomes very easier in terms of the sphere of influence. So from that, we can see that the effect of our demonstration, the effect of using digital tools, the effect of calling a spade, whichever in any instance where you see a leader is not backsliding democracy. So that's something that the Tanzania has learned from us. And we hope that they learn more. And at the same time, we are hoping that whatever that presided there, we hope that they will resolve it and they will have peace. But at the same time, we must remember that Julius Nyerere fought for Ujamaa and to ensure that the CCM party rise beyond tribal lines and become a national party. But as you observe the way Samia Suluhu is doing, then is backsliding democracy that was forged by the late Julius Nyerere. So these are the things that also it concerns Tanzanians. And remember, Samia Suluhu is born and baked in Zanzibar, which now is like a minority region in Tanzania. So sometimes to convince the entire vast Tanzania itself, it becomes very difficult. So that's why you find he resolved to this kind of tactics of jailing opponents, suppressing them through the cutting off the social media, because they don't want people to express themselves. So this kind of tactics comes from people who are desperate to win power, and by that chance, we don't know even if she won it, because probably maybe no one voted for her. So I'm asking myself, what kind of a person you are? Anyone going to vote for you? The only name they are seeing is just Suluhu, Samia, Suluhu. So it's kind of contrary to what we expect at this generation and at this time of open space for world, where other countries are progressively and competing on basis of merit and the kind of ideologies that they want to do for their country.
Rejoice, what does this do to female politicians? Because if she's elected, then she becomes the very first female president in this, elected female president in this region. Yet the kind of repression, the level of repression you're seeing in Tanzania, no one would have expected.
Ziba njia, washa moto, esi! Washa moto, washa! Umo! Walete! Beba mai!